Reverting back to normal. Like a little shade of black, rough and beautiful, but easy grip lines. Lines of look at this. Phone. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't have any like monitoring system. Ew, can you hear me now? Is that good? Somebody's actually come over to my party. I'm gonna talk about algorithm. I noticed something today of an algorithm. I mean, I've been noticing it, and I think anybody notices it right off the gate. If you ever have someone fix people's phone, or other people's phones, you'll know that you go onto YouTube. It's their standard greeting, you know, the standard videos that everybody can see right when they first enter YouTube, at least in the United States. I'm sure it probably changes. And I'm sure that's targeted too, but like their algorithm is really a direct energetic signature, kind of like a picture book, I think, for visual, audio reference, what your inner state is, what your most fearful is, what you really gets you excited. When I sometimes people get excited about like what we're living. And the algorithm will kind of navigate them, give them kind of videos, and subtly start suggesting other types of videos. But now when you're in like full algorithm, you can use your YouTube account and use it a lot. It really starts filtering, almost like an entity. They'd like to call it. It's like a whole energy. It puts the whole energy on the algorithm, and it starts to miraculous by the things that you've already watched, things you were really interested in, things that had your attention. There's things that were just scroll while you were watching the video. So they can track all that. It's really quite cool, but they'll start fear mongering you like crazy. And I know this because this is what I do. I go around the world and say, mighty suspicious, you know? And bad guys like that, they're very subtle. Why would God be such? Because you're a busy guy. You know what I'm saying? Bad guys hide in a different ways. A lot of times, bad guys, when they're doing bad guy things, not any one of the particular things might be a bad guy thing, but you put them all together. That's how they like Christ. It's not a bad strategy. Look at it that way. But like your algorithm, you just take a couple titles and look what it says, and see how the subtle shift. First thing with recommended, you know, I watch that. Now it's easier to do it with something that you don't believe in, that you think it's all bullshit, but you're hardcore have to watch it all. You know what I mean? You can't get enough of it, literally. And you have that for very few reasons besides the fact that you're curious about a subject, job to do it, not for other reasons. And a lot of people don't understand that your job is your job. People sit there all day long and analyze supermodels, like that, to try to find the prettiest combination for the weight loss pills. All kinds of goofy shit. They have so much money in advertising. It's just mind blowing. And it's all dark psychology, but it really is. And God really didn't want us using that. He wanted us to just be like carefree human beings. And the first to discover everything, and like we would have more work, and we wouldn't have all this fear. That's fear mongering at its finest. And now you could look at it that way, and I do because it's very rare that you pull up Tony's algorithm and it's not. You just see immediately what's going on. What are they most afraid of? They're not going to exploit the hell out of it, even if they just kind of think that you might. But if you're looking it up for work, say, and they don't know that, they just know that you're on YouTube all the time, and you watch certain things, and certain things you can stay away from, and you may watch something totally else random. But like, I really confuse the algorithm. It's hard. It's been a slow go building my channel because I have a lot of skills, I guess you could say, and my brain is constantly in movement. What about this? What about that? Ooh, look at that! And it's constantly shifting its perspective and its opinion. And if it's not, then you're not growing. Some opinions I've had forever, and I probably always will. But humbly, I also admit, almost always, I've seen the exceptions of really true. I was looking for it. You're usually not looking for it. That fact. That's why algorithms and these channels are doing so good on YouTube because they are making content strictly to make you feel validated. That's it. They can consume what they want. Which unfortunately, I mean, could be a great thing. Like, validating me isn't going to be to echo me or to try to slowly manipulate, a child of the Most High God, the creator of the whole place. That ain't going to work either because I got my intuition and discernment. That's something that God gives you, but you get it taken away when you're not. You get it back. If you use your intuition and discernment correctly for long enough, humbly enough, and it always remains in faith, you'll be without grace. And with all that, a lot of the darkness onto the path sometimes, but usually you just learn and experience how to find the truth. Stay there. It's actually not finding it, it's about keeping it. And I'm very, 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 very serious. Like, I keep you ask anybody that knows me. I mean, I will get crazier than a cornered raccoon. I feel like a piece of being intentional to rabble rousers. But your algorithm is a person. algorithm, network connection, and all of it, whatever you're creating through it. I like to call it an entity because it is smart, like a person, like always growing, changing for you. And sometimes, depending on things for the algo that week, probably something that might end up working against you. Maybe not at first, or perhaps soon. Giving people what they want, and lots of it, because that's what we want. Very damn. That's what. And where do you draw that line? So I want you to look at your algorithm. I feel like there's nothing on. Get on somebody else's. Go look at it. You'll have a realization. Oh, that's way different. I don't know. Yeah. Why does it look like that? Where's it? Where's this? Where's that? And it doesn't even have no. It's like starting all over again. As far as the rabbit hole you went down. I have several YouTube. I don't really have a whole lot of active channels, but I have that I could watch YouTube on. And YouTube also knows, best share device. It has a basic idea, but they allow you to do that. So you can structure projects into under different channels if you're organized. I'm not that organized. So much crossroads stuff. It's like they do this stuff. I don't really want to actually like be an editor. I like photo editing, but I don't want to have to do it all. Like I have a lot of ideas, but I have nothing but free files. And Google fucking keeps hijacking my damn files, like photos, because I didn't pay my Google One storage. Now, which is bullshit because I never ever I had Google for many years and I had a shit ton of pictures. I had a shit ton, like 15,000 pictures, and I never ran out of storage until they kept harassing me to fucking get I will give you a whole year free of Google One storage. And I had 2 or 3 Google accounts then, and I still have the same ones now. And I never ran out of storage. I could get kind of close on one, but it took me like 6 years to do it. Now, ever since I got that free trial, them freaking people, man, all of a sudden I'm using like, hey, you're using lots. Like, man, I'm downloading in 720 and my fucking $30 phone isn't creating, generating, 4 gigabyte, 30-second video with an image, like, holy shit, what happened? Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I tried all the settings and everything. It was a scam, is what it was. They broke in and it was like a year away, and then it was like, it's only $1 after that. And you're like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do it. You get all these other benefits. I I don't know. I liked it better when it was free, not all full fuckery. So now, hell, man, now I'm gonna have to go like get into Bitcoin or something just to pay for my Google One storage on all my accounts because I got like 200 terabyte storage on one, 100 on the other, and they hound me every month. And I'm a family. Like I've made myself a family with all these. I don't even understand it, but yeah, needless to say, they hijack my shit all the time for 50 or $1.50. That's really sad. That makes me feel down. It's like that's the Janky Devil's way of making me feel like shit for the day, and I don't even care. There's lots of people out there that don't have $1 or $1.50. If they do, they probably don't have it on a card. My world is a cash world. I'm a cash person, but I like my cards because for all your money, and I like that. Wonderful. No, I like going places and doing stuff, but as far as like having a shop, Harrison shop, I'm gonna go to one fucking store if they have it. I'm probably gonna buy it there. Unless I'm really looking for some bargain. And certain things you really want to get a good deal on. Like I don't want to get screwed over on the 10 I buy. Forget about the car or something like. Now it looks get it. It looks fine. I'll buy stuff and just do the transaction. I'll look at it when I get home. Oh, you know, you're supposed to do that before. I got a good intuition though. So I've been observing the algorithm and its effect on people. See if it's targeting on purpose, malevolently, people who later tell them bullshit of any sort. You know, I'm not biased, just spiritual stuff, although that, but you usually see it under the spiritual community. I'd like to look at myself like one. Like, I'm not gonna hopefully make money with it. I could move into their house. Sorry, guys, I'm multitasking. Anyway, the algorithm is a direct reflection of how you feel. It's not really how you feel. It can be, but it's a direct reflection of your absolute well-being. You want to help figure out what's wrong with somebody, what's going on with them. See what's on their algorithm. Is it positive? Is it education? And if you feed your fear, which is a spirit, an entity, it's like your algorithm is, you created just for you. Your algorithm does not look the same for anybody else. Your algorithm is just for you, made just for you. To trap you in a way of thinking. So it can predict it. That's how you don't get more watch time. I don't think they really care how they get them. You know, I'm sure there's that in business, so I'm not gonna say they don't care. That's not true. They care a lot for probably different reasons than we might. I mean, I'm all for good advertising. I love good advertising. Do I think that you should like psychologically manipulate and use tricks that are like acquiring to our brain? Good knowledge for a reason. It was called good knowledge for a reason. I didn't have it. It affected the whole experience. Besides, now that my mind's manners are on your mind, shadow work is and what you're doing, what it is. You go on your algorithm, for example, you see nothing but like an algorithm, you know, at first. Then it's funny and like funny people or something. People freaking integrated in it. Or it'd be like rustic cabin life, cabin building or something. You know, then it migrates into innovative things you could do resourcefully at home. And then it'll migrate though. Whatever it thinks that you might like. By the way your eyeballs look when you watch your phone, what you pay attention to, what you don't take at, facial expressions, the way you breathe, what it makes you do after you listen to it, you know, and like it'll purposely start feeding whatever you want it to feed. So if you start putting out bullshit comments on YouTube, and I'm so guilty, I get it. No, none of us have any business on YouTube comments. To be honest, you wanna do some shadow work and heal your life? Stay off YouTube comments, man. Because I tell you what, that's for the jinxers, but instigators, rabble rousers, yeah, cipher agents, fuckers. Listen, and it's like, you can't possibly be everybody. I wonder how much of this bullshit I wish I knew. Only YouTube knows. It's got even more power. It knows, you look at it like that. YouTube has the capability of knowing pretty much the motivations, at least, of every purchase, every bit of money spent on entertainment, sex, finance. It's a lot. It does it all in one place. I love that it does that. It certainly, even at a dinky lower level free version, has the power to manipulate us with an algorithm. But now we're getting poisoned and brainwashed, manipulated and coerced and killed for ultimate sort of destruction. Oh wait, you're not allowed to say that. My bad. So that's pretty much. I think it's supposed to be called unalive, perpetrated, stalked, harassed, stolen from. And that's just a regular person that hasn't ever been to jail. That's just because you haven't ever been to jail. Like that. And I have a clean record, and I spent a whole week in my jail. That with two other fucking girls in a holding cell. It was an awful thing. A lot of people think, oh, I just ride motorcycle to jail. But no, I don't go to jail if I'm feeling, but I totally did that. Answered my guitar and my motorcycle, poof, off to the tow trap they go. It's reappropriated in a matter of minutes to some other guys that another guy had to go and get, you know what I mean? Like, I was completely straight kidnapped. I beat them charges, by the way, without a lawyer. The lawyer I had kind of should have won, but I'm not participating. I'm not paying this little organization a dime. Not a damn dime. Being kidnapped. Nobody's gonna pay me back for being impounded in the 6 months of bullshit and me missing my granddaughter's birthday, my first granddaughter, on her first birthday, and letting my kids down and my daughters down. Nobody even knows where you are. I was just kidnapped off the face of the earth with a holding cell for a week. The $25,000 cash bail. Yeah, I'm not paying your criminal organization a dime. I don't need the feds coming to my house and busting me for giving, like Rico or something to fucking stay in your criminal enterprise. So like, figure it out. And they did it. It was there. So innocent. It was must have buttery palms. Like, that guy had me like off. I got off my bike. And he's like, "Why didn't you pull over?" Like, that's what we're doing now. And it's like this guy was gonna pit maneuver me. I mean, we live in the middle of nowhere. I rented a fucking Honda for God's sake. Not like one of them quad rockets. So I had the only time I sped at all anyway. I had his stupid ass behind me, like I'm just gonna go speeding around at midnight with nothing right there on your back. He's waiting there or something. He's waiting there. Like it's like and he was there for a long time. I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna fix my sunglasses for the night. Fix my glasses, whatever I did. You go ahead and go. It's like, oh no, no. He says, I insist, you go. Then you know what? After all that time you stalled at that stoplight, yeah, well, it's not a stoplight actually. It's like a no horse town, so it's a four-way though, right in the middle of downtown. Downtown, it's kind of neat out there, but nevertheless, he was there forever. Just the second I crossed over that threshold, even though he wasn't ready to go 2 minutes before that, or 6 seconds before that, he was amazing. It's like a phenomenon. I must imagine. I must have been good luck because, like, as soon as I went, he was ready to go too. I had no boom right away. As my guitar was covering up part of my motorcycle light, the only thing he had, because that's the only thing that's around. That was after I was already in jail. That was a crazy experience. I just slept, but like being locked up, you don't know why, and you don't know. I mean, straight up kidnapped. I mean, that's what our government's doing. I'm a witness, but I've been through it. I was pulled over 48 times in a 2 year period. Searched over 30 of them. Never found a knot, nothing in my car. But there was nothing to be had. I don't carry nothing with me if I have something. Like, I don't know if you've ever drove in a car and smoked weed. Like, rather than tripping, not recommended, man. The older I got, the faster it seemed like I was going. When I was younger, it was like no problem, but now it's more like, it's not so bad on my motorcycle, but man, if I try to drive a car, I already feel like I'm driving around the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon. It is the Grand Canyon. They're finding all them UFO pictures down there and stuff. I think that's what that is. And the I call bullshit. I think that we probably go around and around and around and around in this little globe called the controlled experiment. Experiment, Lucy. No, I don't really particularly like to piss people off, but only when I care about pissing people off. The only person I really, really care about pissing off is God. If I feel like God would be mad about it, then I accept that anger that I got coming at me. Otherwise, like I was supposed to call me like you know. You make logos. You think I fucking know this shit? As young as I am, getting so colored here. It's like, bad if my hair got fried and fell out. I don't know. Like, they're making things different now. It's not like it used to be. You know, you get like you can get oil and frying food like a potato, something that's like unmistakable, not fucked with regular fucking potatoes on the ground. Fry that shit, and it's like not quite frying it anymore. It's like oil frying it somehow, which is a well, they'll never know. They're probably thinking they'll never know. You can't put oil and water together. It would be impossible. Because I tell you what, dude, I know it's a bit of soggy. If you could fry fucking food in water, that's about what we're getting with our oil, and it just doesn't make no sense. I don't understand. It doesn't. It's not possible for it to do that. So what are we really frying our potatoes in? It's a guy. It's a. It's a. I'll take my chances with radiation and just throw a potato in the microwave and you know that. But that's really concerning to me. The ice cream that doesn't. But they learned all this stuff to make all this stuff to be able to poison us willingly. Yes, sir, may we have some more poison? Well, you know, that poison was okay. We're not real fond of it. But if you could make some poison, perhaps, oh, I don't know, like make it so the ice cream don't melt. Oh, no, it don't matter. Oh, darling, I'm immortal anyway. None of us are real. None of us that matter. But for the rest of us, fucking primitive thinking, sock sniffing, toe picking, apple rousing soldiers of Christ that are just normal people. So I think that if we actually use the algorithm to only speak things that we wanted into the world, to only create content that we want to see, not the dark, weird, curious, shadowy side of us. That no more. Like me, I see, can I see, can I see? That's what I can see today. Is today, that was yesterday. Is now. Now what do you mean tomorrow? No, can I see? So if we all tricked it, we all could like shit. Trick that. I mean, trick it like good. And like, we're going to think that we wanted it one. So it would try to give us, if, you know, darling, you can't live your dreams without us. And the crew, everybody was a little like, ah, you got screwed. You signed up for the Jinkster downstairs, didn't you? That's the little brother, man. You fucking to the hell out because, like, you fucking, damn. Yeah, where? Hardwood? They were. A little bit of swank of the third. Nick Rocker, rock and roll. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, damn. You got go to the rest of them. It's like, it's a real big red flag when they'll go after your little grandchildren for your student aid debt. And that the kids would rather donate organs to get out of debt, to get past that binding debt. That was too. That is a binding life debt. Get that education, keep your status in your bloodline. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. All bullshit. There's no status and power in anything that them people are doing. And you know the types of people they're out. Ew, did you hear that? Oh, well, I really think bullshit, 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 bullshit. Same people that take all your spare parts and make a nice Mercedes or Lamborghini out of it for each one of us. That go extort your grandmothers and your children and your grandchildren, the neighbors, and anybody they can with your dead body to commit necromancy on it and to completely betray your trust in it anyway. You don't own them plots for real. They say you do. You pay taxes on them like you do. You gotta pay taxes after you die somehow. The fuck is that? You know? And they're gonna double bury someone on top of you anyway. That's why they won't let you bury throw in the hole. There's nothing illegal with that. And there's nothing that says that we gotta have anything embalmed. Unless you want the body laying around the house for 2 weeks. Now, that's bullshit. I think I should have a choice what happens to the body. I'm doing a whole comedy tour about it, you know? Because, like, they want to charge all that money, dress me up in some goofy ass shit, and put makeup on my dead body. We weren't supposed to play with the dead bodies when we were a kid. I used to get yelled at for playing with the stick and the turtles. You know? I mean, for real, though. Really look at that. And you know them organs are worth a shit ton of money, and everybody's really into the organ trade thing. You know why? I believe it's because they're taking people's conscious memories, but they gotta take the brain. It's an absolute blood mandating thing. They don't want to talk about it. That's why that guy has to come and get you for real. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else. It ain't. There's only so much money in the cemetery business, you know what I mean? So they get their lick and that's it. But they don't. Because, like, I bet you if we dug up all the freaking bodies we've been burying like that, extorting a fund, poisoning of the groundwater, because they need dug up anyway, because it does indeed, it's very carcinogenic. It's a neat word if it's not. And it's very cancerous. And when the water table whatever they're doing there with the whole water sewage system supply and filtration doodah that I'm really freaked out by. They let people have to septic now. You know, people want to live in the city. No, you put all the jobs and when you extract them from their farms. Oh, we're at home doing what they did. Like, work you fucking hand grenades. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's work. But they don't handle water. Difference between a child of light, child of dark. You know what it is? One, the child of light is the one that looks at all the close with this algorithm thinking. That's a good, a real good idea, but what they want to do. Oh, that's not gonna do that. It's sneaky. Funny and glowy and clever they are, and I love clever. Clever will get me a lot. Like, yeah, I want to see. I gotta know more. Like I gotta see. And then usually I'm like, I would never advise doing that again. Nobody should do that. I'm just saying. But I gotta get all the way in. I gotta look at this.